Hi guys, this is Raisa here. Welcome back to your weekly readings. Today we're going to take a peek at some of the energies that may affect us for the week of March the 11th through to the 18th. So 11, good time. It's probably close to it. Alright guys, the first part of the reading is going to consist of self-help. For those of you that are single, something new coming, but we have to be really careful. The second part of the reading will be more about the general things that may affect us, but I have some cards that I want to share here, and then I'm going to do the reading with some other cards. Alright guys, the channeled message for this week is to take action. For some reason we become paralyzed, we get ready to go, ready to do things, we have the creative passion, we have the ideas, we're ready to go, and then we don't take action on the things that we know we should. Even if it's just for pure experience, but just the action itself of doing something, of taking action, whether it ends up in a good way or in a not so good way. At least you did something, you started to move the energy forward. So it's about stagnation, moving energy forward, breaking through your own fears and limitations. So taking control of your thoughts, of your actions, of your mind. Connecting to intuition is going to be very important as we move through this week and the coming months, because this part of the reading is the part that's about yourself, to help yourself. And it could be years. At the center of this reading is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very independent. She is very creative and passionate about things. Her true nature is that way. Can't always be that way because of the lessons, of the people, the situation, whatever situation, each of us, it'll be something different, but your particulars make it hard to be just as free and as passionate, as creative as the Queen of Wands. But she's also very determined. It's one of her traits. Very impulsive, another trait. Sometimes our traits can be considered to be a negative, we look at it and we go, oh my goodness, if I wasn't so impulsive, if I wasn't so determined to get my way or to go in that particular direction, maybe I wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z, or this may not have happened. But you also wouldn't have that lesson under your belt. You also won't have that growth that happened, those epiphanies, that connection to your intuition, the connection to the divine to teach you something, you learn something. So even though the Queen of Wands can be very passionate about everything and run very quickly towards her goals or the things that she wants, it may be perceived as something negative, but in the long run it's something positive. And right now you're being asked to use more of the energies of the Queen of Wands in order to achieve something that you've asked for. Because we can ask the universe for certain things. First of all, there's divine timing, and second of all, there's action that must be taken on our part in order to marry that dream with the actual manifestation of it. We have to do things in order to achieve it. You're being asked to learn about the Queen of Wands, learn about the traits of the fire signs so that you can move forward. And yes, it is all about perspective. How are you perceiving things? The actions that you need to take. Because it's all about taking action this week on your thoughts, on intuition. The card right below you is the High Priestess. So it's all about not so much speaking, but listening, paying attention, following the signs, connecting to your intuitive higher self, your intuition, your own intuition, okay? To your guides, to the universal energies that are out there. So it's about connecting to that inner voice and then taking action on the things that you learn or on the things that resonate with your heart. Just do it. If you think twice about it, because it's another trait of the Queen of Wands, she may think, she may teeter-totter, on some things. So don't allow fear of the unknown to stop you or slow you down or change your mind. The Queen of Wands, where she stands at this time, you yourself, you're turning your back on past disappointments when it comes to relationships, when it comes to pretty much everything in life, your choices, the people, the things that you've had to endure. You're turning your back on that pain anymore. You're leaving it behind. It's going in another direction as you move forward. So you're separating from it. Spiritually, physically, it's not affecting you as much anymore. So that you can be able to take that inspiration, that fire that is born in the mind of the Queen of Wands, and turn it into what you want. Which what she is facing is the Ten of Cups. So it's union with others that bring that ultimate fulfillment, whether it's family, friends, a home, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, a relationship for those of you that are single or that even want a relationship. Some people are single and they're happy the way that they are. They don't truly want to have a relationship. They sometimes yearn it. But in this case, the Queen of Wands is following her heart to make herself more emotionally fulfilled. She has the passion, she has the drive. Now she needs to find those emotions that match all of that so that there's an emotional fulfillment. So for each of us, it's different what we desire. Right above us, right above her, is the Two of Cups, a union. Whether it's with a job, a higher position, your spiritual self, something that you want to bring into manifestation, a contract, an agreement, a friendship, a relationship. This is right above you, okay? So if for some of you, the way that you want to move forward, there has to be some type of a union, either with others, which is here, teaming up with others, allowing others to have input, looking into where you have already planted seeds to see if something is returning, messages, travel. Also, the Two of Wands is on here, so it's paths that open up, another direction that may open up due to the choices that we're taking in order to move forward towards that emotional fulfillment that we want, whether it's work, whatever it is. Happiness with your family, a bond, a deeper bond with those of you that are in a relationship. There is some disappointments though when it comes to relationships, because this is something that could be like an out there energy that's kind of lingering from the past, from this Five of Cups, which we are moving away from. We still have this, so there could still be other people that are involved, other people that try to inject themselves into the relationship or into the plans that you have, someone else, something else that would disappoint you if you were to either sever that tie or disappoint other people, perhaps family members. So sometimes the things that we desire will make others unhappy in some way, shape, or form, or even yourself, because there's something perhaps that you have to sacrifice or something that you have to give up in order to achieve this emotional fulfillment. So we have to be careful with our perspective, how we see things, how we try to push ahead with the energy, to take our time, because the Queen of Wands can materialize the things that she desires. She'll do it quickly. At times it may hurt other people that are around her because of her forward movement is so fast at times, and so severing of ties, of friendships, of things in her life in order to achieve what she wants. So you have to be careful not to move too quickly towards that dream that you're trying to manifest, because here you have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles, sorry. Ace of Wands, but the same thing here with the Queen. But you're able to manifest this dream by taking the action that's appropriate, not moving too quickly, perhaps taking your time to gain a new perspective on things, because it could be enslaving. You may be moving away from this energy of inferno, of being controlled, of being in some type of an abusive either pattern or addiction or people, negative things around you, malice. A little malice sometimes is good, but if it's being done without any care for yourself, or if someone is doing this to you, or you're in a situation like this, you need to start to move away from it, turn your back on it. Did get the Star card. The Star card is all about either an Aquarius that helps, or somehow an Aquarius is involved in this negative pattern, addictions, or attachments to unhealthy people with malice, intents. Have to be careful. Or this is representing healing from this type of energy, from these type of people or attachments, to where now you feel freer, you're more lighter. There's hope for healing, there's hope for the things that you want, the dreams, the fulfillment, the happiness. So moving away from this energy or people that remind you of this right here, or that may have some touch of malice when it comes to you and not showing their true intent or their true feelings. So you have to be aware of that. I mean, you don't have to make major changes. Just be aware that some people around you could be that way. So they may put a damper on your plans somehow, or not be too conscientious about the little bit of malice that they have towards you. So be aware of your friends or people around you that could have those type of instincts. Okay, because that might somehow slow you down while it's being shown. Also, as you move forward, you need to be careful. You need to listen to your intuition more than ever now, because you are learning, you are being able to manifest into the physical easier because of the things that you have learned. The energy that you're moving away from and the one that you're moving towards is very magnetic because of the wands. Okay, there's a lot of wands here. There's a lot of thought about what you need to break away from, and that magnetic power from the wands will manifest things very, very quickly. And there's going to be perhaps more than one choice. So be careful with the people that will try to enslave you, or people that have a bit of malice, that don't have your best interests at heart as you move forward and manifest this. Because sometimes when we fight the energy or go a little quicker than the universe is intending, it's a karmic lesson, a lesson for us to learn. So we may have to go through a little bit of that. But you're also being asked to please embrace the changes, embrace the new opportunities. The world is your oyster. There's many directions, many choices, many different steps you could take in order to manifest these things that you're trying to bring into your life. You can do it. You just really have to focus, and then you have to really act upon it. There's a new clarity of belief, clarity in yourself, a direction, a new idea, something that comes through meditation, through connection to the divine, through the inspiration that the Queen of Wands is going to bring you. You'll be able to manifest something easier. And always know that there's more than one choice. There's going to be more than one direction. That's what the world tells us. So don't get too focused on just one thing, one way, one person, one situation, one job, because there may be others that are open to you. You're just not looking, You're not looking in that direction, or you're too focused perhaps on pain from the past, or fears that, you may be hurt again, or that things may not go your way. That could also be your own inferno here, your own thoughts. So put a little bit of more, fire, more malice, a little more malice into, moving forward, and try not to cut yourself down, your dreams, your passion. Keep going, because the Queen of Wands will help you, that energy. Breathe it in. Take the lead. Another deck, Three of Wands, same card. Take the lead in your dreams, and what you want to manifest. Take the lead on doing the things. Let's say you want to start talking to somebody. Take the lead. Say, hey, let's go out for coffee. Don't wait for the person to come to you. In other words, for this week, you need to be a little bit more passionate and kind of practice those Queen of Wands traits take the lead. Self-employment, thinking or looking or starting your own business is a good thing. Relationships, same thing. If you want to start talking to someone, go ahead, take the lead, because the other person may not be ready, or may be afraid, or may not know what to think. So open yourself up a little bit more so that that energy starts to meet with you, and you ignite grace, you know. The healing will begin. So you have 2 cards here that show that there's going to be healing. So even if you start to move forward, you move too quickly and you run into trouble, you're going to know to back off, because your intuition is going to tell you. Listen to it, okay? Because there's going to be many paths and options. We just have to keep going in a straight line and then see what happens, you know. It may turn us around and we may go in a completely different direction than what we've been doing. So we're about to meet with grace, and it's going to be kind of scary, all right, because we're going to go through a lot of changes. But the healing is being highlighted here, so don't be afraid to stumble a few times as you become more of the Queen of Wands energy. And for those of you that are fire signs, namely Sagittarius, take heed of this, because you already have that energy in you. You just shut it down. So you need to pick it back up. Alright, and here it is again. So it doesn't matter, you know, how many decks I open up. When I pull a card, it's the same thing. Intuition. Third eye. Intuition. Unblocking your third eye. Working on that intuitive energy. Focus on it. Focus on your third eye. Look at it in the mirror. Try to cross your eyes and look at your third eye. It's right here. It's that right here, okay? You start looking at that. That's how you practice it. You may see flashes of light, purple, blue, whatever light is resonating with you at the time, whatever ray. But since that chakra, that color is what you should look for, or look at, or think of as you're trying to focus on your third eye, you'll see purple. You need to nurture the people around you. You need to nurture yourself a bit more. Here's the Empress in this deck. So she's saying you need to get out in nature, nurture yourself a bit more, the foods that you eat, and pamper yourself a bit more. Surround yourself with nurturing people, with happy people. The higher the energy around you, the better it is for manifestation. Remember, everything is perspective. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the reading. I did. But now comes the serious part. I've actually had some people ask me to do the same format for my weekly readings. Now you guys know that I do mostly channeled information, guides, angels, whatever the information was during the week or in the days right before my reading, which is usually when they start to come through. You know that I like to do more spontaneous, more spiritual readings. Some people may like the structure that I had for my monthlies. So I'm going to do that as well. So I would like you guys to vote on that. You know, at the bottom of this video, leave your comment, thumbs up please, and let me know if you prefer the complete channeled reading or if you want this one that is the structured one that I did for the monthly readings this month. Okay, so we're going to focus on the energies that may affect us for the week of March the 11th through to the 18th on this reading here. First of all, the first two cards are going to represent our economy for this week. The next two cards are going to represent our work, our careers, what we do for work, and if we have our own business, that works too. The next two cards will represent those of you that are single and any romantic energies that may meet with you this month. The next two cards are for those of you if you are in a relationship, married, dating, started seeing someone caught your eye. The next two cards apply to you. Then we're going to have the surprise and then the obstacle or struggle card, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, some of you may be affected by an earth sign this week, male or female. Someone that's very grounded, very devoted, but they move very, very slowly. So in order to either get to know them, or if you're looking for a promotion at work or a training or whatever it is, that energy is moving very, very slowly, but it's very grounded. So as it moves along, as you grow in experience, practice, the energy will start moving forward towards the things that you're trying to manifest, or whatever it is that this week is going to bring you at the end of it. It'll be very slow moving energy, very committed. So for those of you who are going to work hard, and the energy is going to move slow. For those of you that are hoping for a relationship, you may have an earth sign that comes into your life this week. Either a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. That Devil card represents Capricorn as well. So Capricorns could be going through a very difficult time, or for Sagittarius, there may be a Capricorn that comes into their life during this week, or an earth sign that has a lot to do with their movement forward, maybe a conversation, an actual person, or a situation that happens. It's very grounding, but it's going to move very, very slowly. So for those of you in your economy, you have the King and the Queen of Cups. So this week you're going to be sharing your wealth with your family. You're going to be very giving. You're going to be very controlled where your emotions are concerned, very loving towards those around you. So your money and your economy are very stable at this time, and you're going to be sharing with family or with those that you love, you know, because this couple is very loving, giving towards family. They're totally devoted to their families and the people that they love, or the people that are around them. They may like to spend a little money. They may like to go out. So be careful this week not to spend too much of what you have. But you still need to be generous with those that are around you, because they are going to be. And you know, the universe always is reciprocal with that kind of energy. So try not to spend too much. You may be asked out. You may be invited out. There might be artwork that you go that you see that you might want to spend a few dollars on. But be careful. Be careful not to overspend at all this week, but still keep that balance of generosity. All right, where your work or business is concerned, well, you have some good cards. For some of you, it's moving away from where you are now, going to a different direction, or starting something new, because you're getting the Ace of Wands, which is new passion, new ideas, a new direction, a new situation that materializes in your life. For some of you, it is a person. Could be a fire sign or someone very committed and passionate. For some of you, it's you manifesting this new direction, new idea, new job, new position at work, a new place altogether because of the Six of Swords. You could be moving from one place to another. You could be moving metaphorically. You're growing, so you're moving from one position to another at work. You're starting your own business. You're going from one place to another. Whatever it is, the energy around you, your thoughts, your struggles are going to be less. It's going to be more peaceful once you start this new passion or this new direction, or whatever this is opens up for you when it comes to your work, your career, your self-employment. Maybe it's teaming up with others, like the Three of Wands represented in the previous reading. Corroboration with someone, or teaming up with others somehow. Or moving forward, traveling as well. It could be represented by the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. Okay, for those of you that are single and love, okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a cycle that ends, so a new one begins. The turn of the seasons, which is pretty close to it right now here in the United States. I'm not sure. I'm sure it changes everywhere, but yes, there's this turn of seasons. There's some of you that are going to be traveling. Some of you, a big cycle that ends so that a new one begins, which is representing a new cycle, something new that manifests. And here you have Temperance, which is both of these are major arcana cards for those of you that are single. If you are looking for a new relationship, when you balance your energies with the changes that are coming, someone new comes into your life. This is Jupiter gifting Sagittarius or gifting fire signs for their hard work as well. This also could represent your guardian angel that's balancing your emotions with your physical life so that these changes that come in bring something new into your life. You're gifted something for your hard work. If you are looking for a relationship, it may materialize, okay? And it's due to spiritual intervention, the guidance that you're following, all right? Breaking away from any addictions, balancing your inner emotions, balancing your life more, all areas of your life, eating healthier, drinking more water, and bringing more balance to your forward movement. You're more patient, you're more tempered in the way that you do things. So these changes that come in are easier and more positive. Okay, for those of you that are in a relationship, you have the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you have a lot of daydreams. You're a little bit confused as to how you're going to materialize the peace, the home, the tranquility. For some of you, it's pregnancy. You know, for some of you, it's children. So you're very worried, preoccupied to the point where it could make you sick. I mean, you have to relax with your daydreams, with your passions. You need to look within. You need to look to see what you've already got around you. You know, what exactly is it that you're dreaming of? What is it that you want to materialize or manifest, you know, to make you feel like you have everything under control? Do you need to get more fresh air? Do you need to go outdoors more? Because the Queen of Pentacles is all about abundance, you know, very abundant, someone that has their finances under control, they have property, they love animals, they're outdoors a lot. So that's why I mentioned the outdoors. Here she's in a performing arts, you know, getting out, doing some of the finer things in life, which she can do. And perhaps you're preoccupied with that, with your significant other, maybe going out, you may be spending too much money, you maybe need to be careful, you know, because by manifesting the dreams, it may cost you a little bit more. It also, again, it could be manifesting someone that's either a water sign or an earth sign into your life, or two. You may be manifesting people into your life, so be aware of the Queen of Pentacles. It could be someone that you know, part of your family, or someone at work, someone that can help you with some of these daydreams or choices that you have, and maybe kind of zero in on how you can manifest what you're wanting, you know. If it's something to do with your partner, conversation, letting them know what you want, perhaps, or the things that you would like to manifest into your relationship or into your life. If it's children, if it's a bigger home, if it's another job, you need to have more communication with your partner, because one of you is daydreaming a lot about how to have more financial stability and more love in the relationship, perhaps what to do. So communicate with your partner and see what it is going on in them, or how you could pull together to manifest some of these dreams that you should both have. But one of you is doing more of the dreaming than the other. The other may be taking more of the action. So perhaps sharing that dream a bit more, finding out what you two have in common when it comes to the goals that you're trying to manifest. Which ones are not going to be achievable, and which ones you can actually get together and manifest that, because you have some gifts that are coming from Jupiter, some passionate paths or new ideas that this person could actually get while they're sleeping, while they're dreaming, and the partner needs to help them retrieve that memory. Alright guys, for the surprise this month, not a good card for the surprise. Should have been on the bottom. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a feeling of either spending too much money or thinking that you don't have. It's a feeling of lack, a feeling of being left out, you know, of the group, of the planning. You know, you're at work, you see everyone having a meeting and they don't call you over there, so you feel like, well, you know, why wouldn't they either call me or wait for me, or, you know, so you feel a little empty feeling of being left out. But there's always help. You know, if you're feeling left out of something, just walk over and go, hey, you guys having a meeting without me? What's going on? Fill me in. And then I'm sure that either, you know, somebody will say something, or they'll say, well, you don't need to know, go back to work, or whatever, you know, and that way at least you tried, you know. When it comes to your relationships, the same thing. If you're feeling a little bit left out, communicate with your partner, okay? Because right now you may not be on the same page, and you need to communicate with your partner, not in a negative way, but just in an amicable way, in a way to solidifying your bond with them. So you may be feeling a little left out, maybe your partner's feeling left out, maybe you need to give them a little space in order for them to get more footing, or realize what direction they're going, or which direction they want to take, and then start to see it manifest. But whatever this little feeling is about being left out, you can help yourself by getting outdoors, grounding your energy more, working on your chakras, on your energy centers, you know, trying to manifest more into this reality of the things that you want. Now, the challenge. Darn, the challenge is the Ace of Swords. It'll be cutting situations out of your life that you no longer need, cutting people, cutting opportunities, cutting challenges, seeing the clarity of what's happening in your life, or how to achieve certain things, how to break away perhaps even from this type of energy, which is supposed to be the surprise. So maybe you're surprised by how some of the situations that unfold this week, how much of it they leave you out of, or how you feel that you're being left out of the things that are happening either with your partner or in your life when it comes to manifesting a partner, or maybe trying to manifest some new situations into your life and then not being able to do it so quickly or within a certain time frame, and feeling like, wow, I just don't get any I don't have any luck. But something there, since it's a surprise and it's supposed to be a good thing, this feeling of being left out, or something that we're not able to manifest in this short period of time, is going to be a good thing for us. It'll be something that helps us even though we can't see it, you know. And the challenge will be to cut either this energy out of your life, people out of your life, or situations that you will know, that you will find out this week that you no longer need in your life. Certain, either an addiction or a bad habit, or maybe you finally start that diet you've been trying to get on, or an exercise routine that you've been needing, and you start to cut out the negative thinking, the negative patterns, what holds you back, so that you're able to manifest with this new energy of fire, with Jupiter helping you, giving you a gift, or ending a cycle so that a new one can begin. Or maybe one of your dreams, something that you have hoped for, can actually manifest in this, cutting this feeling out that you cannot, that you're going to be left out. And even if you are left out from something that, okay, let me try to manifest this particular thing, and all of a sudden it doesn't manifest, there's a good reason for it. There's a blessing why that particular situation didn't manifest, because there's something better coming. But you need to keep moving forward and cut out the things that are unnecessary for you at this time. Again, working on your third eye and releasing the old negative thought patterns, the old feelings, the feelings of being left out, the feelings of being alone because you never are, the feelings of not being able to manifest anything because the energy is going very slowly. That way, when it does, when the things that you want do manifest, they're grounded things, or things that are there to last and not to, be gone in 2 days, and you don't realize what's around you, the good things that we have. You know, there's messages coming in, so keep that in mind. Some messages that will make you happy. Alright. So keep moving forward. Learn to use your intuition so that you don't fall for any traps. Let me know what you thought of the reading, and I will talk to you again next week. If you guys would like a private reading with me, check the link below, risashealingarts11@gmail.com. Write to me there, and we'll set up an appointment. Bye for now. Have a nice week.